How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here. And today, we're going to be counting down 25 facts about the Flash. This video was suggested by a decent amount of you guys. The Flash is definitely one of the more frequently suggested DC characters, so I felt like it was about time we make this video happen. So thank you all so much for the suggestion, and I hope you all enjoy because this one is going out to you. Before we get started, I just quickly wanted to specify that in this video we will be focusing mainly on the Flash himself. However, anything that occurs in the Flash universe, any characters from the Flash universe, and any Flash-related media is also subject to be in this video. Also be aware of potential spoilers. But anyways guys, let's just speed right into this one, shall we? Number 1. The Flash was created by writer Gardner Fox and artist Harry Lampert, and The Flash first appeared in Flash Comics number 1, which was released in January of 1940. Number 2. There have been multiple different people who took on the mantle of Flash over time, which we will talk about each of them over the next couple facts. But the first and original Flash was Jay Garrick, who received his speed powers after accidentally inhaling hard water vapor while on a smoke break in the laboratory that he was working in. And after discovering his superpowers, he eventually started fighting crime as the Flash. Jay Garrick starred in multiple comics for a few years until after World War II, when superheroes drastically fell in popularity, which forced all of the different Flash comics to be cancelled by 1951. And after that, Jay Garrick would not make another appearance in any comic for 10 more years. Number 3. The second and the most popular Flash was Barry Allen. This Flash first appeared in Showcase Comics number 4, which was released in October of 1956, and was created by writer Robert Neiher and artist Carmine Infantino. And yes, I'm fully aware I butchered those names, and it's probably gonna happen again, so you've been warned. Barry Allen received his powers after a lightning bolt struck a case filled with various chemicals that fell all over Barry, and after he learned of his superhuman abilities, he decided to start fighting crime as the Flash, which he got from his childhood comic book hero, the Flash, that also just happened to be Jay Garrick. Apparently, in Barry's world, the original Flash was just a made-up comic book character and never actually existed. However, this was later changed after Barry discovered Earth 2, but that's how it happened originally. Number 4. The third Flash, who was also the first Kid Flash, was Wally West. Wally made his first debut as Kid Flash in The Flash number 110 in December of 1959, and would later take up the mantle of The Flash after Barry Allen's death in 1986. And Wally was created by John Broome and Carmine Infantino. Wally was the nephew of Iris West, who was Barry's girlfriend at the time, and would later become his wife. Wally was paying a visit to Barry's crime lab when the same exact thing that happened to Barry that gave him his powers happened to Wally, and he was covered in chemicals caused from a lightning strike. After Wally learned that he had the same exact powers, he decided to also fight crime, and became the Kid Flash. Number 5. The fourth and final Flash. Final Flash! What's this? Who was also the second Kid Flash, was Bart Allen. Before he was the Kid Flash, he was known as Impulse, and he made his first appearance in Flash number 92, which debuted in July of 1994, although he made a small cameo in the previous issue, Flash number 91, and he was created by Mark Waid and Mike Wieringo. Bart was born in the 30th century and was the grandson of Barry Allen, and he was born with Barry's abilities. He eventually became the sidekick of Wally West, donning the new name of Kid Flash, and then much later on, after Wally's death, he took up the mantle of the Flash. Number 6. There were also a few others to briefly take up the mantle of the Flash in different universes, timelines, or just really short periods of time. These individuals were John Fox, Jesse Chambers, the unnamed Flash from the 23rd century, Sayla Allen, and Bizarro Flash, who was a clone of Barry Allen. And as a little side note, the modern version of Bizarro Flash is pretty darn fat, yet still has all the powers of the Flash. Number 7. The Flash made his first live-action debut in 1979 when he appeared in Legends of the Superheroes, and he was played by actor Rod Hass. Number 8. Then in 1990, The Flash got his own TV show, which was titled The Flash. This show only lasted for one season, and The Flash was played by John Wesley Shipp. And if that sounds familiar, even if I butchered it, that's because John also plays Barry Allen's father in the newest Flash TV series. And in addition to that, in the 1990s TV show, the Trickster was played by Mark Hamill, who would later reprise his role as the Trickster in the newest series. And this also happened for a few other characters. Number 9. Before the newest Flash TV series that we were just talking about, there was also one TV series that was planned for The Flash in 2003, but was eventually cancelled or put aside before the series could ever begin. The concept would have been similar to Smallville, in the fact that The Flash would be fresh out of college, and he would use his abilities to travel around time going on various adventures. And there would also be no superhero costumes involved in this series whatsoever. Number 10. And lastly, we have the newest Flash series titled The Flash once again, which debuted in 2014, where Barry Allen is played by Grant Gustin. Originally, The Flash was just supposed to have a backdoor pilot of sorts through the Arrow series by being featured in 3 episodes of Season 2, where The Flash would then become a reoccurring character in the series. However, it was then decided that The Flash would become its own standalone series with its own traditional pilot, and the rest is history. The introduction of The Flash was also supposed to be a way to introduce real superpowers into the Arrowverse. Nevermind. And when it comes to live-action movies, Flash hasn't really had one, or been in one for that matter, until recently when he appeared briefly in Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad. He will also be returning for the upcoming Justice League movie, and there is also apparently a standalone Flash movie in the works. This Flash is played by and will be played by Ezra Miller, although personally I wish they just would have went with Grant from the TV series, but to each their own. The Flash movie currently is planned to release on March 16th of 2018, but they have not began the filming process quite yet, and the script is apparently still being reworked, so it could still be a few years before the movie actually gets moving, and many people predict it will end up being released at some point in 2020. Number 12. Before deciding on Grant Gustin as Barry Allen for the TV series, when asked about the casting of Barry Allen, the casting director behind the show said that they were looking for someone who looked good in red, and added that they were looking for someone preferably blonde, because Barry Allen was blonde in the comics. However, as you probably know, Grant Gustin isn't blonde, so it looks like they may have overlooked that part about blonde hair. Number 13. Most heroes make it a point to not kill anyone. However, the Flash has killed in the past. After the Reverse Flash killed his wife, Iris West, Barry was in a very dark place for quite a long time. And when he was finally ready to get married once again to Fiona Webb, the Reverse Flash came back to kill her as well. But this time around, Barry was more than prepared, and ended up snapping the Reverse Flash's neck, killing him instantly. Although, like most comic book characters, he didn't stay dead for too long. Number 14. It's not much of a mystery that the Flash can travel through time. However, at first the Flash wasn't able to control where he would end up in time by just running, so he created something called the Cosmic Treadmill, which runs on cosmic rays. And with this invention, the Flash was able to travel to any specific spot or time. And as you can guess, the treadmill featured in the TV show is a little nod to this. Number 15. At one point, the Flash briefly wore the Green Lantern's ring, which is pretty darn impressive, because only a handful of heroes have ever been able to wear it. Number 16. Barry actually had a long-lost twin brother who would later become the villain Cobalt Blue. Apparently, Charlene Fawn and Nora Allen both came into the hospital to give birth on the same night, and Nora was pregnant with twins. The doctor performing the delivery on Charlene was drunk and ended up killing the baby. So the doctor decided to take one of the two Allen twins and give it to the Thawns so that they wouldn't know of his mistake. And the doctor convinced the Allens that the second baby was a stillborn. His name was Malcolm, and he later became very jealous of Barry's life, and he ended up gaining power from a mystical blue flame, then becoming Cobalt Blue. Number 17. One of the more little-known abilities of the Flash would be his own mind. Because the Flash is so fast, he is able to think much faster than the average person, allowing him to figure out the best plan of action as he speeds in to save the day. But this supersonic mind also grants him an additional ability or immunity, which would be the fact that he is immune to psychics. It is impossible for any psychics to read his mind or take over his mind for that matter, giving him a little advantage against any psychics that go up against him. Number 18. During Barry Allen's fight against the Anti-Monitor, to defeat this foe, Barry had to run faster than he had ever ran before, and in doing so he ended up moving so fast that he became pure energy. And as this pure energy, he was still moving so fast that he ended up traveling back in time, and he ended up becoming the lightning bolt that struck Barry Allen in the first place. So basically, the Flash gave himself his own powers. There's also a little nod to this in the TV show. After Barry gets struck by lightning, you can see a red shadow move through him. Number 19. In the one-off comic crossover between Marvel and DC back in 1996, the age-old question was finally answered. Who is faster, the Flash or Quicksilver? In this comic, the Flash won simply because of the fact that he was so much faster. Number 20. This brings up the other age-old question of whether or not the Flash is faster than Superman. Well, in the past, the two have raced multiple times before, either with the Flash winning or tying with Superman. However, the Flash has never lost. And in one of the races, he revealed to Superman that the only reason he tied with him in the past was because he was holding back his true speed.
Number 21.
During one of the Marvel and DC crossovers, the Flash was fused together with a Marvel character, which was the Ghost Rider of all things, to create the hero Speed Demon, who was named Blaze Allen. There was apparently 3 renditions of this character, but no matter what they try and do, it is still considered one of the least interesting mashups from those crossovers. Number 22. Many people question how the Flash is able to carry both objects and people while he runs, because the high speeds and friction would end up killing those people or burning them alive. But this also strikes up the question as to how the Flash is able to run at such high speeds himself without his clothes or even his body burning off. Well, the reason for this is because a special energy or aura surrounds the Flash's body whenever he runs, and this aura will also surround anyone or anything the Flash is carrying with him. So basically, this aura protects both the Flash and anything with him from the effects of friction.
Number 23.
During the Flashpoint timeline, Barry ends up stopping the Reverse Flash from killing his mother, which ends up changing the world quite a bit from what it used to be. For instance, Bruce Wayne was killed instead of his parents, leading Thomas Wayne to become Batman and Martha Wayne to become the Joker. Superman was kept in a bunker and experimented on, and Aquaman and Wonder Woman were basically at war with each other, and ended up destroying entire countries throughout their battles. The Flash later ended up fixing this timeline, but ended up creating the New 52 in the process. Number 24. You may be wondering just how fast is the Flash? And the thing is, we don't really have an answer, because the Flash has traveled so fast that there is literally no known word to describe how fast he was traveling. So essentially the Flash is faster than any known concept of speed in existence, which is so goddamn fast that none of us would ever be able to comprehend just how fast that really is. And the moment that you've all been waiting for, number 25. Dr. Scott West did some research on how many calories the Flash would burn after running at the speed of sound for 5 minutes. And it turns out, based on the Flash's height and weight, he would burn a whopping 8,889 calories in just 5 minutes. Which is why in the TV series, Barry needs to eat those specially made protein bars. To put how many calories that is into perspective, to burn 1 full pound of fat, the average person would need to burn around 3,500 calories. So the Flash would be able to knock off 2 pounds of fat in just 5 minutes without even having to think. So to all you viewers out there, go ahead and get struck with some lightning-laced chemicals and maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to do the same. And we're actually not done yet. I've got one quick bonus fact for you today, which is number 26. As a little bonus to the last fact, if the Flash were to run at half the speed of light, which is significantly faster than the speed of sound, he would burn over 238 trillion calories. And if 3,500 calories lost is what you need to burn a pound of fat, the Flash would burn roughly 67.7 billion pounds of fat. And we know that the Flash is more than capable of running that fast, so he must eat a lot of calories worth of food, like a metric fuck ton of calories. But there you have it, everybody. 26 facts about the Flash. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and hopefully you learned something new. If you did, make sure to slap that like button. But that's not all. If you like this video, there just happens to be a 1 out of 67.7 billion chance that you will get super speed. The chances may be a little bit slim, but hey, you never know. Also make sure to subscribe and maybe even hit that notification bell down there so you can be notified whenever there's a new video.
Also make sure to like and follow Too Spooky on any of his social media. You can find those links in the description.
Oh, thanks, Carl. I appreciate that.
Hey guys.
Oh, Towley, you're back. Well, how's the head feeling, man?
Well, I don't exactly have a head because I'm a towel, and towels don't have heads. But I'm feeling a bit better, I guess. Still kind of feels weird though.
Well, I'm sure it will feel better soon enough. I'm just glad to have you back.
You know, it would probably feel a lot better if I could just get a little high.
Alright, but only this once, okay?
Oh, fuck yeah! Are you sure that's a good idea, Too Spooky? You know how he gets after all.
Oh man, that's the good shit right there. Jesus Christ.
Well, Carl, he did just get part of
Jesus
his head,
fucking Christ,
I
man.
mean the top part of his
Take
towel
me down
body
to
ripped
fucking
off
town,
because of
alright,
Bane.
boys?
I think the least we can do right now is let him take the
Oh,
pain away with
Jesus
some
fucking
drugs.
Christ,
I'm
man.
just disappointed that he already
Take me
had the
down
drugs
to
on
fucking
him.
town,
Well,
alright,
don't get me
boys?
wrong, I get that, but he's a towel. He can't even feel pain.
Shut your goddamn mouth, you four-eyed piece of shit. Don't ruin this moment for me.
Whatever.
Well, guys, enough chit-chat. We should probably go get some rest. Tomorrow is the most important day of the year, after all. So anyways, guys, if you cannot get enough of that too spooky content, well, why don't you click here for 101 facts about Batman? And if that's not doing it for you, well, why don't you click here for 25 facts about Doctor Strange? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video today, and I will see you all soon with a new video.